Hi friends, welcome back to your own channel. Today's topic is one of the biggest questions people are asking right now. Will AI take your job? Artificial intelligence is advancing at an incredible pace. From writing code and analyzing data to creating content and assisting businesses, AI is already changing the way we work. This has left millions of people wondering, will my career still exist in the future? Which jobs are at risk, and which careers will remain secure? In today's video, we'll explore what technology experts, including Bill Gates, have to say about the future of work. We'll look at the careers that may be most affected by AI, the industries expected to thrive, and the uniquely human skills that machines simply cannot replace.
In 2022, artificial intelligence accelerated out of research labs and directly onto the modern office desk as an immediate, formidable competitor for your daily livelihood. White-collar sectors are already ceding ground. Content writers are watching algorithms draft entire articles in seconds. Customer service departments are transitioning to automated chart systems, and accountants are finding complex financial reports generated before they can even pour their morning coffee. Even the architects of these systems are sounding the alarm. OpenAI's Sam Altman predicts that as AI logic sharpens, even the highly complex work of software developers will move onto the chopping block. NVIDIA's Jensen Huang shares that outlook, suggesting that the era of human-only coding is nearing its end. The machines are learning to write their own instructions. But while the creators of AI predict a near-total takeover of the job market, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates has identified a hard boundary: 3 specific professional sectors that algorithms can never conquer. The first protected zone is biology and medical science. This is a field that manages enormous pools of data, yet its core value lies in high-stakes, life-or-death outcomes. Algorithms excel at the heavy mathematical lifting, scanning complex genetic patterns and DNA sequences far faster than a human researcher ever could. AI can ingest MRI scans and stacks up lab results to generate comprehensive diagnostic reports in a matter of minutes. But the process hits a hard wall there. An algorithm can spot a pattern in existing data, but it cannot formulate a brand new medical theory, set up a physical lab experiment, or think outside the parameters of its training set. A diagnostic report is just data until someone acts on it. When a patient is on the operating table, it requires a human to evaluate the nuances of the moment and physically perform the surgery. In medicine, data analysis only gets you to the starting line. True breakthroughs and final care decisions strictly require human logic and physical action. The second protected sector belongs to the experts and policymakers managing our physical power grids. Theoretically, an AI can process usage statistics to design a perfectly efficient model for sustainable distribution, routing power exactly where it needs to go in a simulation. The problem is that digital models shatter when they encounter real-world variables, like shifting geopolitical alliances or environmental crises that are impossible to predict. Look at this record of a historical fuel shortage. Navigating a severe physical energy crisis requires historical context and on-the-fly emergency decision-making that an algorithm simply cannot replicate. AI can design energy policy for a perfect simulation, but we will always require human experts to adjust those systems for our chaotic reality. The final protected zone encompasses the professionals who manage the human mind: teachers, counselors, and mental health workers. AI can now generate digital art or simulate a therapeutic conversation by responding with the correct clinical vocabulary. However, predicting the most logical next word in a sentence is not the same as feeling the weight of another person's psychological pain. Human professionals understand motivation and share the lived experiences of those they help. Any profession where the core value is derived from genuine human connection and shared empathy forms an impenetrable wall against automation. To see where your own career sits within this shift, you have to look closely at the core of your daily work and how it measures up against these human-centric standards. As this flowchart shows, if your work is defined by taking raw data input, running it through a predictable process, and following rigid rules, your role is highly vulnerable. On the other hand, if your day requires solving ambiguous problems, physically interacting with the real world, or providing deep human empathy, your value remains secure. By leaning into uniquely human traits, creativity, adaptability, and empathy, you can transform AI into a powerful collaborative tool. By the year 2030, analysts project that up to 80% of traditional task-based jobs will be eliminated. Tech leaders like Elon Musk are actively warning the public about this impending workforce disruption. Major corporations are already listening, laying off thousands of employees to re-equip their infrastructure for artificial intelligence. To survive this transition, you need a plan. We are walking through a 4-step blueprint to transform you from a replaceable employee into an indispensable AI manager. Mastery of generative AI is now the baseline requirement for economic survival in this decade. Step 1. Stop competing against the machine. Hoarding traditional hard skills like basic coding or graphic design is a losing strategy. This chart shows the efficiency gap in a standard poster design workflow. On the left, a human worker takes 4 hours to produce one output. On the right, an AI yields 4 distinct options in 10 seconds. This reaches into highly creative fields as well. Production houses are currently using AI to replicate the exact acting style and voice of stars like Amitabh Bachchan, creating high-quality performances without the real actor ever stepping on set. If your professional identity is built purely on how fast you can execute a manual digital task, you will be replaced. Human value has shifted away from performing the task to directing the intelligence that does it. Step 2. Evolve into the AI manager. This means breaking down large projects and delegating microtasks to specialized AI agents. In this workflow, you sit at the center. By writing precise prompts, you direct different algorithms to handle data analysis, copywriting, and design simultaneously. Because these agents handle this high-volume work, one operator can now match the output of a traditional 150-person department. This requires you to stop asking how to do the work and start identifying what problem needs to be solved. Going forward, the highest-paid individuals will be the most articulate managers of artificial intelligence. Let's move to step 3. You must master creative problem-solving. AI is entirely bound by its training data. This limits it to systematic, conventional thinking based on established patterns. Textbook education systems often limit out-of-the-box thinking, which forces humans to operate exactly like a constrained AI. Let's consider a recent petrol pump robbery. To stop a thief, an AI would suggest layered security like biometrics and facial recognition. The thieves bypassed every complex digital system with a radically simple human solution. They just dug a tunnel from underneath. AI cannot organically generate this type of unconventional, messy human thinking because it lacks real-world context. Protecting your career requires leaning into your ability to break the rules, as AI will always follow them. Step 4. Never blindly trust, always audit. You must watch for AI hallucinations, where the system confidently fabricates false information as absolute fact. In one medical case, an AI advised a user to consume sodium bromide as a salt alternative. The user followed the advice, resulting in severe chemical illness and hallucinations that required long-term recovery. You must maintain a strong foundational education in your field. Without it, you lack the contact to catch the AI when it lies. AI is an assistant, but the human operator remains solely responsible for the accuracy of the final output. This technological shift is reshaping every sector across the globe. Educational institutions and local industries are already pivoting their infrastructures to meet this new AI standard. Professionals who leverage AI are already displacing those who do not. Your transition starts today. Complete one task using a generative AI assistant and shift your mindset from fear to mastery. If you found this blueprint helpful, subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who needs to see it.
Thank you so much for watching. As artificial intelligence continues to transform the world around us, understanding its impact on jobs, businesses, and everyday life has never been more important. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about AI, emerging technologies, future careers, and the latest tech trends, make sure to support the channel. Thumbs up like this video. Speech balloon, share your thoughts in the comments below. Bell subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and stay ahead of the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.